What if I told you the disappearance of the Epstein files isn't a glitch, but a pattern that has played out for thousands of years? Because when power is threatened, truth always vanishes first. In this video, we'll explore what happened to the Epstein files and why their silence echoes across ancient history. From the burning of the Library of Alexandria to Vatican secrets locked away for centuries, we'll expose how truth has always been buried to protect the powerful. And we'll ask the terrifying question, are we living in a new era of historical erasure? The Epstein files were supposed to change everything. With names of billionaires, politicians, royalty, and celebrities allegedly connected to his trafficking network, the public was promised answers. But years later, only fragments have surfaced. Full lists are sealed. Names are redacted. Evidence is missing. And the powerful walk free. It's not just suspicious. It's historical. Because this isn't the first time the truth disappeared to protect the elite. Let's go back. The Library of Alexandria. One of the greatest collections of knowledge ever assembled. Destroyed in fire. But not by accident. Some historians believe it was targeted, that rulers feared what was inside. Knowledge of power, science, rebellion. What if I told you the disappearance of the Epstein files isn't a glitch, but a pattern that has played out for thousands of years? Because when power is threatened, truth always vanishes first. And here's the terrifying part. What if we're not watching the truth disappear, but watching it get buried again exactly as it has before? Would you recognize the signs? Or would you forget just like they want you to? In this video, we'll explore what happened to the Epstein files and why their silence echoes across ancient history. From the flames that destroyed the Library of Alexandria, to the forbidden texts hidden deep inside the Vatican, to modern secrets sealed in digital vaults and government archives, we'll expose a repeating ritual. Erase, redact, and forget. We'll connect the dots from ancient rituals to modern courts, and we'll ask the most chilling question of all. What if the real conspiracy is how predictable this all is? The Epstein files were supposed to change everything. The Black Book, the names, the evidence. With billionaires, politicians, royalty, and celebrities allegedly connected to one of the darkest networks ever uncovered, everyone expected accountability. But years later, what do we have? Fragmented documents, redacted names, sealed evidence, one suspicious death, and a system that quietly moved on. You might ask, why haven't we seen the full list? Why haven't the investigations reached the top? Why does it feel like the deeper we dig, the darker it gets? Let's step back, because history has warned us about this. Let's go to ancient Egypt. Thousands of years ago, Egyptian priests held knowledge in tightly controlled temples. Astronomy, medicine, and even psychological manipulation through myth and ritual. Only the initiated were allowed access. The uninitiated? Kept in ignorance. Sound familiar? The Library of Alexandria. One of the greatest collections of knowledge ever assembled. Then, mysteriously destroyed in fire. Was it war? Was it accident? Or was it deliberate erasure? Some historians believe rulers targeted the knowledge itself. Imagine scrolls that revealed truths about power, manipulation, even forbidden sciences. And now, gone. Now think of this, we live in the age of data. So why is the most damning data about global elites missing? The Vatican secret archives. Thousands of years of hidden records. Banned texts. Political correspondence. Heresies that could shake the foundations of belief. But only the highest ranking are allowed to see them. What? Because sometimes control isn't about having the truth. It's about deciding who can never see it. Now fast forward, World War II. Operation Paperclip. Nazi scientists brought to America under secret deals. Their records? Cleansed. Their histories? Disappeared. Men who built weapons and ran camps now building rockets and working for NASA. Files vanished. Identities changed. All in the name of progress. Now go back to Epstein, a private island, a network that spanned the globe, a black book of secrets, photographs, flight logs, allegations stacked like bricks, and then silence. Can you feel the pattern? And then there's the architecture. Epstein's island featured a strange temple, pillars, a dome, decorative symbols. Some say it resembled the ancient temples of Moloch or Baal, gods once worshipped through rituals of fire and blood. Ancient Canaanite and Carthaginian elites allegedly sacrificed children to gain power, favor, longevity. It sounds unbelievable, until you remember that every generation has its monsters, and every monster needs silence to survive. So ask yourself, is the Epstein case a modern ritual? Not with robes and altars, but with jets, money, and secrecy? Is it possible that our world's most powerful people aren't just repeating history, but consciously echoing its darkest chapters? Whenever a civilization nears collapse, you'll see one thing first: the truth disappears. Think about it. What are we told? That Epstein acted alone, that the full list is sealed for privacy, that the court system is handling it. And we, the public, we wait, just like they waited when the scrolls burned, just like they waited outside the Vatican, just like people waited for names that never came out of Nuremberg. Because when power is at risk, history is erased. Now here's the climax. What if the cover-up isn't just about protecting individuals? What if it's about maintaining a system that has worked for thousands of years? A system that feeds on secrecy, that thrives in the shadows, that needs you to forget. Whenever a truth is too dangerous, it's not destroyed, it's buried. Sometimes under stone, sometimes under sand, sometimes under non-disclosure agreements and sealed court files, but always out of reach. So where are the Epstein files? Maybe locked in a vault, maybe destroyed, maybe scattered across hard drives no one's allowed to access. But one thing is certain, we've seen this before. From ancient temples to modern courtrooms, the names change, the methods evolve, but the silence always feels the same. Here at Ghosts of the Mind, we don't forget. We don't look away. We ask the questions others won't. If you're drawn to the patterns history keeps repeating, if you feel that something ancient echoes behind today's headlines, then you already belong here. Subscribe, stay curious, and above all, don't just think, fear the thought.